And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday as well. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. ISG Basketball, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, that talk traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We'll talk about the latest in the world of the NBA and the WNBA, and also use a couple of the top NBA 2K players playing for cash and prizes as we come to you here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. All right, we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, also ISG basketball here on your screen. Good to be back here on the platforms, like I said, of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. It's the end of the week, so that means we're going to talk hoops. As Dennis Scott likes to say, leave it. And it's always great to be here with our title sponsor. That would be Uno Pizzeria and Grill. We love this place, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3, not too far from where MetLife Stadium is, where the Jets and Giants call home in the old Meadowlands. Uno Pizzeria and Grill, man, just a great place, man. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza in 1943. Got trivia night going on. They draw their identity and inspiration from their origins there in Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. They serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beer, great cocktails as well, and vegetarian dishes. And shout out to Paul and the great folks here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Man, it's fantasy football draft night here. We just had this last week. Look at them getting after it. The name of their league, I love big old TDs. But it's not old. It's a $. And you win a lot of money in this league. We're talking about $1,000 for first place, $400 for second place, $200 for third place. Doing a great job here. I love big old TDs. Fantasy football draft night here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the left of me, Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. He's located up there in Pittsburgh, PA. It's the Confluence, folks. It's the Confluence, folks. Those three rivers are, kind sir?
Yeah, it's the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and they combine at the old confluence there to form the Ohio.
Oh, love it, man. Well, what's the river that starts with an M again?
Oh, the Monongahela.
Huh? Boy, how long you been in Pittsburgh?
Hey, man, we get there a little bit,
You sound like a native, person from
we ain't gonna go that far. But, we working, we learning. Yeah,
well, when's the last time you've been to Primanti Brothers?
It's been a while, actually, man. I don't really do the fries on the sandwich too tough. But people like it. Yeah, it's not my jam, but I've learned to not
my jam.
Somebody else's jam.
Not my kind of party, but I've learned to not knock it.
He said not my jam. I got you. Speaking of jam, they be jamming down there in the A. Piece up A down. She's in the A town there. She's Andrea Richmond, sports reporter down in Atlanta. What it do down there in the A, Andrea?
Larry, I'm going to throw it right back to you. I see you keep on talking about that fantasy team. I love TDs. I see what you're doing over there.
It's I love big ass TDs, actually. But it's with the S's with $, but that's the name of their fantasy league. They're real, and it's a woman that came up with that. I love big old TDs. If you said fast, TDs.
I love that. Yeah. I love that too.
Love it.
All about equality over here. And I got to get ready for my fantasy draft too, because I know our producer over here is trying to get me to draft a whole team of
Oh my goodness gracious. Everything good doing the A?
Everything good. I'm going to go to New Orleans actually this weekend.
Wow.
See what's cooking up there too.
What, 9th Ward, 5th Ward? Where are you going in Nolens?
No, I don't know which ward we going to. All I know is, unfortunately, I'm probably going to be with some older folks.
Oh man, okay.
We'll be able to make some mistakes regardless. You know what I mean?
Get you some crawfish and some etouffee, all that good stuff down there.
Grenade bombs too. Don't forget about that.
Cafe Du Monde,
Come on,
beignets, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Are you guys ready to get this thing started, man? Actually, let me take a little bit of some of this milkshake from Uno's Pizzeria and Grill. They serve more than just pizza here, folks.
Refreshing. I need a taste test, Larry. How's that taste?
Tastes real good. It's real good. It tastes like a winner. That's what it tastes like. You guys ready to get this thing started?
I'm ready to be a winner. Come on.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the rundown here for ISG Basketball here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, Jaylen Brown's dad, folks, was arrested earlier last week. We'll get into the implications about that, what exactly happened, what transpired. His attorney speaking today. Malik Beasley no longer being investigated. Got to sort of amend that a little bit, not a target, but still sort of a subject. We'll break it all down for you. Dwyane Wade, fans are disrespectful, thinking they can play in the NBA. You got to listen to a soundbite. It's funny, but man, he's telling the truth on that. We do be wilding as fans sometimes. We got to chill out just a little bit. And how about, speaking of chilling out, the Sachia Vickery, the tennis player, does she need to chill out? She says she requires $1,000 deposits for a date. Now, we will be fair and transparent about this. She was doing a little trolling, but still, we'll get into all that. Dawn Staley would have taken the Knicks job. She said that on a podcast here recently. I don't blame her. We'll talk about that. And also sort of maybe one of the reasons why they didn't hire her, which I thought was interesting in her statement. We'll talk about that. And Rajon Rondo, the former NBA player from Kentucky, one of the top quarterbacks, no, not one of, the top quarterback, flag football quarterback in America right now. Rondo's got some game. We'll show you some video about that. All right, we're quickly got the NBA 2K going on. They're playing for cash and prizes. As we talk about the latest in the world of the NBA, let's talk about the rules here for NBA 2K. Hall of Fame competitive rules, 1v1 current rosters. Let's call those regs. All 30 NBA teams are available, 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format. If you win, you do stay the sticks. How about the prizes? It's all about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed, $40 to the winner. The runner-up runs out. I was going to say loser. He's not a loser. He's the runner-up in this game. Runs about this piece with $10 cash. If you win 4 straight weeks, folks, you do get an NBA license zip chair. Go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the entire world. They make office furniture, gaming chairs, gaming desks, you name it, sofas, stools. They got all that stuff. Got all the NBA teams, Major League Baseball, NFL, NHL, Major League Soccer. Also, NCAA teams, and also any custom pieces. They can get that for you as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady at ZipChair. Been rocking with us for about 6 years now. They're located in Strong Island. Also, if you win, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. You get those online now, all different colors. Got about 20 different shirts and colors there. theisgshow.com/shop. All right, folks, how about the matchup here? It's all about these two young men playing NBA 2K. Where's Chandler? He's our challenger. I was going to say the run-up. He's the challenger. We don't know that. He could win, but he's the challenger coming in, playing with the Knickerbockers, and our current king of the hill, MustBeReezy, playing with the Celtics. All right, let's take a look at the profiles of these two young men. We just talked about Chandler. Where's Chandler? He's right here. There he is, Chandler Cooks from Dallas, Texas, the Metroplex. Oh, big trade in Dallas. Michael Parsons being sent to Green Bay. We'll talk about that next week on ISG Football. He's 22 years of age, a college student. Also, got a major and doing some work there with graphic arts, so definitely could be part of the ISG media team here very soon. About the winner here. Well, not the winner. I guess he's the king of the hill. He's a winner coming in. MustBeReezy, Leon Fitzgerald. Oh, Fitzy from Cypress, Texas, also from Texas as well. 26 years of age. He's wicked smart. He's an Echo Tech. He's a 3-time ISG NBA 2K champ. All right, how about the standings here before we get started, guys, and do these picks? Check them out. They're located and sponsored by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop taking the world by Sweet Storm with their pink bag promise, folks. You see that pink bag in your local grocery store. You got to understand you're getting high quality produce, folks. Some 20 different variety of grapes. They also have pressed juices as well. Check them out online. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. I'm at the top right there, 19-4. Andrew Richmond has the least amount of losses. Nubyjas Wilborn starting to bring it here in the last month or so with his picks, doing a very good job. All right, let's go ahead and get everybody in. Let's get some predictions here. We'll start with ladies first. And there's our lady, Andrew Richmond. All right, hey, Rich, who you got, man? You going with Knickerbockers, your team, and the challenger? Or you going with my team, C's, and the king of the hill?
You know, when it's Chandler and when he's playing as Texas for college football, guess what? I'm going to choose him every time. But I know who performs well in what sport, and I know if he ain't off the Heezy, he's off the Reezy for Sheezy. Give me my man, Reezy. He's going to do his thing again. Get himself another chair, right? He's in contention around the corner. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there he is with his glasses. All right, looking all smart and sophisticated. All right, I see him. Nubyjas, who you got? You got green team and you're going Knickerbockers.
Well, considering I haven't seen Chandler win in a while, I'm going to go with Reezy.
Wow.
Why you gotta phrase it like that? That's crazy. That's
Why
insane.
Okay, are statements of facts now offensive?
There is no lie.
Okay, but the framing, you know,
okay,
I never heard say it's not what you say is how you say it, you know?
Right. You might not like the truth, but he didn't lie, folks.
Okay, well, Reezy's on a hot streak. Well, again, I haven't been on the other games that he has won.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he's won somewhere that I ain't see it, but I have seen Reezy win a lot.
Wow.
So I'm going with Reezy.
Okay. Now you are going. Now you are going over the line, dude. You are.
Chandler, I want you to come.
I want Chandler to win so bad, man.
Come on.
If he was playing with the Celtics, I'd pick Chandler tonight. I really would.
Wait, you tell me you want to win, you didn't even pick him.
Exactly. Wait, hold on. We got a lot of contradiction going on.
You got a point. But I'm just saying, if he had the Celtics, I would pick him. It's not about the player. It's about the team.
Okay, what about the butt? Here comes the butt. But
I'm going to take Reezy. There's no butt. I'm taking Reezy. But look, I want Chandler. Look, as I always say, I want him to prove us wrong. I really do. And then when he does, I'm going to be the loudest person to congratulate him.
With the loss on your record, too.
You know what? He's doing it for humanity, man. Do your thing, man.
Fight back, Chan. Fight back. Do it for the Knickerbockers.
Show some fight here, Chandler. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, guys, go ahead and lock it up. Let's do it right here, man, on Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN Nation, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Chandler playing with the Knickerbockers. And MustBeReezy, our current King of the Hill, playing with the C's. Guys, play it out. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. May the best man win. Good luck. Let's do it right here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, on Route 3. Good luck, guys. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social, folks. 3 locations. One in Brooklyn, Brooklynette, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 total bays. Got 15 bays in a huge, beautiful VIP suite. They got the simulators in the suites there. This is where golf meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's a true experience there. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Basketball here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Guys, we're talking about the latest in the world of the NBA and the WNBA. Got my guys rolling with me and my gal. Nubyjas Wilborn to the right of me, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Nubyjas, a great guy. Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter from the A. And middle of the screen on the right-hand side, he's our King of the Hill. Breezy, they're playing NBA 2K for cash and prizes. He's playing with the Celtics. He is down by 2. Celtics in white. The challenger, Chandler, playing with the Knickerbockers in dark. And he's on defense. He has a 2-point lead, 4-2. Let's talk about the latest here in the NBA, guys. Very serious story that came out early in the week. Jaylen Brown, his dad, arrested for attempted murder. Now, his dad is Quentin Marcellus Brown, a former boxer. His dad, big guy too, like 7 feet tall. Now, Jaylen Brown, there's some allegedly has sort of, I don't want to say a strained relationship, but it's not the greatest of relationships between those two. But his dad was arrested for this attempted murder, stabbing this man out in Las Vegas, pulled up in an SUV, according to reports, kind of dinged the car next to him, got into it with another guy, stabbed him. There's reports that he swung like 20 to 25 times, was arrested. He did have some cuts and bruises as well. The other guy fighting for his life. So we're watching that and definitely wishing him a speedy recovery. Now, Jaylen Brown's attorney went to court on Thursday. He did say, now this guy was the aggressor and had a weapon. So story is changing a little bit. Want to get your thoughts on it, boss. What do you think here about Jaylen Brown's father, Quentin Marcellus Brown, in some hot water here with the attempted murder charge and the bond, $300,000?
Well, I don't know enough about this to have a definitive opinion as to who's innocent, who's guilty, so I want to be very careful on that. What I will say is, apparently, or at least allegedly, the first story I heard was that this was allegedly over a parking space.
Yes.
Or this
car got dinged. He pulled in with the SUV, the Lincoln Navigator, yes, and dinged the other car. Yeah.
They have this thing called car insurance. Okay? Car insurance pays for these kind of things. You don't have to stab somebody. You don't have to fight. You definitely don't have to end up in jail. Car insurance. Yes. Do I want my premium to go up because of something like this? No. Also, again, I don't know Jaylen's relationship with his father, but, sir, you have a son who plays in the NBA. Yeah. You can afford to pay for repairs. You can afford your car insurance. And seriously, man, especially just as black men, I just want to see us in this era that we're in, this time we're in, be better be smarter, be more thoughtful, because a momentary lapse could lead to a lifetime of real hard struggle. Because even if he gets out of this, Lord, it's going to cost way more than it would cost to repair that car.
Yeah.
Right. Well, his lawyer did talk to him. He said, look, I've known Jaylen Brown a long time. And once again, I want to make sure that we are being transparent and we're being honest and fair about this. His lawyer says the other guy was the aggressor and he had a firearm. Does that change anything? Go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, I'm about to say, a firearm does. I mean, look, if you come down, you got to fight for your life. You got to fight for your life.
And that's what they're saying. Look, if he's in the state of Florida, he's got a great case.
Yeah,
you can stand your ground there.
I thought it was in Vegas, but I could be
It
wrong.
was in Vegas. I'm saying he was in Florida, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm saying, I mean, you have to fight for your life. Somebody pulls a gun on you, got to do what you got to do. But typically speaking, 9 times out of 10, if an altercation is going to go physical, there are ways to stop it before it gets to that physical point. Apparently, neither one of these gentlemen did, and one of them's nearly dead, and one of them could be facing some jail time, and really bad situation, and I just hate to see it.
Yeah, Andrew, your thoughts here. Jaylen Brown's dad, once again, goes by Marcellus Brown. I think full name Quentin Marcellus Brown. Once again, according to reports, and even Jaylen Brown himself, I don't want to say a strained relationship, but definitely maybe they're not on the best of terms as maybe they once were.
Yeah, I'm waiting for more details to come out, especially when it comes to like who was the aggressor, because if it really was the dad that was the aggressor, I am a little bit like, why does it need to escalate to the point to where you need to pull a knife or a knife needs to be involved? You're a 7-foot boxer, right? I'm sure you have the weight on him. You also have the fighting skills and you have the height on him too. I don't think it needs to get to that. And it's also a car ding. A ding usually means a small dent or a scratch. If it's a small dent or a scratch, you can pay for that $60. They have one of those magic marker things, right? And you can just scrape that away. It's fine. So I'm really hoping, well, I'm hoping the best for all of this situation, but if there was an aggressor, it would make more sense if it were the guy on Jaylen Brown, because it doesn't quite add up to why you would aggress in that situation. Money, fighting skills, all of that. Sad, disappointing, especially because I think Jaylen Brown's dad was also involved in another kerfuffle that was earlier in this year. And I'm sure if he also didn't have a great relationship with his dad, this doesn't help, but I'm hoping that he can get out of this. It doesn't need to escalate. Things are not that deep, regardless. And whether it be from lawyer fees, whether it be from being in jail, that's also not easy. All the implications recovering from the stabbing, it's not worth it compared to like what a $60 to $100 ding in a pocket just to fix up a car ding. It's not that serious.
All right, we'll see, man. We'll keep an eye on this. I feel bad for Jaylen too, because I don't want him implicated in this. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's his dad. He had nothing to do with this. So want to make sure that we're very clear on this. Jaylen Brown has nothing to do with this. Didn't even know what happened. So, once again, when it's your dad, his name gets sort of mentioned with this and associated with this and tied to the situation. Also, we want to make sure that we're saying and sending some prayers and thoughts to the victim there. We want him to, have a speedy recovery and get through this. But right now, he is in intensive care and sort of fighting for his life here. So we definitely sending him some good vibes out there. Now, this happened in Las Vegas. All right, guys, we've got an NBA 2K game going on. Oh, the winner. Not the winner, the king of the hill, playing very well, was down by 2. Now he's up by 11, playing with the Celtics. Hit some shots here, got on fire. Reezy with the lead 21-10. The first quarter brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week, right there on Broadway in Midtown. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Libations are definitely flowing there at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. You've seen those. Great outfits, great costumes. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends too. They also have the beautiful patio. Been a great summer here in New York, New Jersey. Still got a good month or two left here as the temperatures are high 70s, low 80s all this week. So been an awesome time here. Check them out. The Golden Eagle that's landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Aguila Dorado Restaurant online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Cleveland, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Basketball here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, on the platforms of NESN Nation, on Beat Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Captain Boss Wilborn to the right of me, there he is. Writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated, to the right of him. Morty McMorris. Andrea Richmond, that's her real government name. She's a sports reporter from Atlanta, Georgia. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Reezy, playing NBA 2K, guys, for cash and prizes as we talk sports at the exact same time. We're the only show, folks, in this world that talk traditional sports at the same time as well as gaming. And we got it for you right here. Reezy playing with the Celtics up by 13 over the challenger, Chandler, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Knicks. He's the challenger. They're our king of the hill, our current champion. Reezy playing with the Celtics. All right, back to the NBA topics. Speaking of the Knicks, Malik Beasley, played with the Pistons last year. Played with a bunch of teams, Timberwolves, also Bucks. The Knicks are interested in him. Also, you look at the Cavs. I've seen Knicks as well, T-Wolves as well. Look, we talked about this a few months ago where he was indicted or being investigated for the gambling sort of deal that he was involved with. Now they're saying he's no longer the target of the investigation. Now, there's been some different stories going on and different reporting on this. Now, he's not the target, but he's still sort of the subject. So he's still, open to a sort of investigation. If they find anything, they're still looking at him. You guys' thoughts here? I know he's been, claiming victory here. I know teams are now looking at him like the Knicks, trying to figure out if they want to sign him. Looks like teams are kicking the tires to see if he is, someone they can sign. Your thoughts here, Andrea, what this means for him. I don't know if he's quite out of the woods yet.
Yeah. I hope that it becomes a complicated issue, because if he is deemed not guilty, then it becomes an issue as to he was about to get a big payday. And
like what, 3 years, $42 million, something like that, 40, 50 million bucks?
Big payday, and one of the biggest of his career, if not the second biggest in his career. So this would be an opportunity for him to cash bank, but because of the air hanging above this, it becomes a foul cloud and becomes just one more thing. And these billionaires don't need another excuse. One more thing to really eat into the amount of money that he can have, not only from this point in this contract, but for the rest of his career. I think that I'm really hoping that he's not cleared out, but if he's not cleared out, then I think the Players Association needs to make a grievance on this, especially if he does get less money, because you can't have investigations. This becomes a little bit weird, like the NFL thing, which happened with Ezekiel Elliott, where there was an investigation, he ended up getting suspension, and then nothing was happened. If he gets penalized for this, he's not getting a just due because of an incorrect investigation system that the NBA placed on him without any of his own doing. So that being said, I hope that nothing happens. He's able to get the full amount of money that he has, but this is the problem when things are introduced, like gambling, like new rules, like NIL in college football, and there's no precedent or no rules put into place to make sure that people don't get implicated in good or bad ways. And I hope that Malik Beasley doesn't end up being burned for no reason, essentially.
Yeah, Nubyjas, this is the problem what I have with our justice system. The wheels they turn very slowly at times. You get these investigations, you get these allegations hanging over your head. It's almost like you are guilty. What happened to innocent until proven guilty? I also understand you can't give a man $40 million and then take it away from him. Maybe you can have some language in the contract. There's got to be a way for him not to have this hanging over his head and still be able to work without sort of being punished for allegations. Because that's what they are. They're allegations.
Yes, they are allegations. First of all, he averaged 16.3 points last year on 41% from the
303 is all that good stuff.
Right, darn near
6 win of the year. Yep.
Right. I mean, legitimate player, and he was really pivotal for that Detroit team last year that really looked good. Mm-hmm. From what I'm seeing and from what I'm reading, the Cavaliers, Timberwolves, and Detroit are the ones that are interested in him. Detroit can offer him the most money because they're going to do it for 1 year at this point because of where we are. That would be at $7.2 million. I think everybody else can offer him like the vet max, which would be around like 4.5-ish. A year for that 1 year.
See, he was looking at 3 years, $42 million.
Yeah, he's looking at
double that, 42. That's 14 a year.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a sad situation. Just a lot of, and here's the thing, he needs the money clearly because he's got a bunch of debt. And
well, that's another thing. I think he's got this court case where he's owed like
he owes a barber. He owes like he owns the place where he rented from.
Well, I was about to say, the place in Detroit. He's got two judgments against him.
Right, that's oddly enough owned by Dan Gilbert, who is the owner of the Cavs. It's a whole weird thing there. So maybe if Dan Gilbert signs, maybe he can work out the rental agreement since technically Gilbert owns the building. I don't know. But yeah, this man's in some serious debt, like real debt. and he needs every penny, and he's gotten some taken away from him by seeming to be amorphous allegations because he's broke already. You know what I'm saying? Which is unfair. Yes, he made some bad financial decisions. He got himself in some trouble, but that doesn't mean he's out here fixing games or doing that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think we have to be very careful how we treat people. Just because you did one thing bad, or just because you're bad with money, or you made some mistakes, doesn't mean you did these other things.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's just a bad, awful situation.
Yeah.
But he still can play in the NBA. He still will make some money. And I guess the best,
but it's the allegations that are hurting him when it comes to gambling in sports.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be a bigger eye on him.
So it's almost like you got to be put on ice while they adjudicate this. Now I'm worried about this label of he's still the subject. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, he's not out of the woods yet. So I'm hoping it works out for him. Look, if he did it and they can prove it, all right, he needs to pay a price, whatever that penalty is. I'm all for that. But if they don't have any evidence, guys, let this man go.
Home, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Free him.
Put up or shut up. Let's get this thing done.
Free him and put some money in his pocket so he can pay people.
Right. I mean, if he did it, show us. That's what we're about here in this country. All right, we'll keep an eye on Malik Beasley with the NBA season. I think they go to training camp in like 3 weeks? Yeah, middle to end of September. So we'll be talking about more about the NBA as this offseason comes to an end. All right, man. This NBA 2K game looks like it might be coming to an end here, third quarter. 16-point lead for King of the Hill. Breezy, bottom of the left-hand corner of the screen, Celtics. That second quarter brought to you by our good friends at Corner Square Pizzeria, located also in Bayonne, New Jersey, 956 Broadway. Changing the pizza game one slice at a time. Great people eat great pizza. Love that saying. They got pies, sandwiches, appetizers inside, salads, and desserts. And there's the Barstool owner there, Dave Portnoy. We were talking about him on ISG College Football the other day. Being kicked out of Ohio Stadium. Ohio State, man, they're soft, man. He came through recently, gave them a great score, one-bite pizza. I think he gave him 8.3. Love the cheesesteaks as well. That's what they're famous for, the cheesesteaks. Go see the owner, Paulie, and the son, Peter. Tell them I sent you. Check them out online, cornersquarepizzeria.com. All right, welcome back here at ISG Basketball, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, that combine traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG College Basketball, ISG Basketball. We talk everything basketball, folks. Also, the WNBA as well on the platforms here of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Got Nubyjas Wilborn to the left of me at the bottom, writer for SI.com. To the right there, Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Got an NBA 2K game going on as they're playing for cash and prizes. Got Reezy playing with the Celtics, Chandler playing with the Knicks. All right, guys, back to the NBA. How about I got Dwyane Wade, 3-time champion. I was there in 2006 when he won a championship, his first with the Miami Heat. When he had Shaq, won a couple more with LeBron James in 2012 and 2013. Been retired a while. Also, we got the statue out there. It's not a very good one, but hey, we still love Wade County. Our guy Flash, he was on a podcast. I believe it's owned by him. I think it's Y or WY, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a platform that he owns, a podcast. He was on and he was talking about the NBA and how fans get a little ahead of themselves. They think they can ball with the pros. Here's Dwyane Wade telling you guys, no, you can't.
That's the disconnect between fans and hoopers. Okay, that's the disconnect, because you fans, y'all actually think y'all know what it's like because y'all hoop. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all think y'all hoop, and it's really, really, really disrespectful to the craft. I just want to throw that out there. If I was streaming, this is how I'd be talking on my stream. Y'all got to stop being disrespectful to the craft fans. Y'all don't know what it's like, okay? So, y'all smell the popcorn and y'all eat the popcorn. You don't know how it's like to perform when that popcorn pop. Fans, that's the...
He said y'all smell the popcorn, but y'all really don't know what that popcorn be like when it's really popping. Okay, D-Way. Basically, it's like, look, y'all be talking smack out there, NBA fans. Y'all really think y'all can ball? This ain't the why. You ain't running, in the park somewhere. We're not doing this at Lifetime Fitness. This is the NBA, man. Those lights are on. We're getting paid millions of dollars. He's got a point here. I'll let both of y'all jump in here. I ain't got no problem with it, man. He didn't lie.
I mean, yeah, but look, we've heard athletes say this before. Or, hey, Larry, as I have been in locker rooms and you have as well, whenever an athlete don't like something he wrote, first thing they say is your ass didn't play. And it's like, well,
that's true.
I was like, well, the guy who scouted you didn't play. The general manager didn't play. You know who else didn't play?
Well,
the owner who signed
a lot of the times there are some GMs and managers.
Yeah, of course there are some,
play.
but
right.
you know what I'm saying,
Right,
right?
a lot of them, right? A lot of them did.
There are a lot of people involved in sports at various levels who didn't play at the highest level. That being said, he does have, he has a point. I don't know what brought this up or what brought this out of him, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm more curious about as to what specifically brought this on. Did someone say something? Did someone go too far? I think we remember, Bordy, you may not remember the show Pros versus Joes.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, see, Bordy, we have to put you on Pro. Yeah, yep, you just come on Spike. You
Spike.
Pros versus Joes. I think it was in the 2010s. I want to say when that show came on, and basically they'd have like recently retired athletes going up against, average Joes.
Brian Scalabrine is part of it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
was that
so.
part of it? Okay.
Well,
that
I
makes
think
sense.
so. I
I've
know.
seen
Scouts had his own thing too. But yeah,
Right.
you'll get or you'll see videos where a guy will go down to a shoot around or whatever with some guys at the LA Fitness or Planet Fitness or whatever, and you don't realize it's an NBA player and he busts everybody. So, we've seen this stuff happen. But yeah, I think Pros versus Joes, that show needs to come back. If you hadn't seen it, look it up on YouTube. There are episodes out there of basically average Joes, weekend warriors. Those guys who would play in like those 40U football teams you see, those guys. And then they get out there with like, I guess the equivalent would be, say, Brian Urlacher now would be someone who would do a Pros versus Joes where he would go up against a Joe. I remember there was an episode with like Jerry Rice. Somebody
cooks them.
Yeah, somebody tried to cover Jerry Rice, and Jerry was like in his 50s and was out here, doing all the moves and embarrassing some like 22-year-old kid who thought he was somebody. So yeah, no, athletes, they're at a different level than the rest of us when it comes to their sport, and I think we should respect it. I will also say athletes sometimes don't respect people. So
All right, let me get you in here, Andrea. So basically, he was on that podcast, and it's on the Y Network. Yes. He was talking about Kobe Bryant and being on that top 100 list on Bleacher Report. And then he was asked about critical NBA fans, and that's when he went into this. So go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, I mean, I feel like all the fans who watch things like are always very inflating of their work. Let's not even do any NBA fans. A lot of people used to pick on like WNBA players and be like, "Oh, I can beat you in open runs," not knowing that they play against a lot of men too. I have been, as somebody late in life, I decided, hey, let me try to see if I can play basketball. This is a fun way to like lose weight. My jump shot is getting pretty good. But I'm on the court a lot with a lot of guys who swear that they good. And I promise you, in the year and a half, I can shoot better than most of those dudes. I would love to see you go against somebody who's been training for 17 years, all right? These dudes can't run, they can't jump.
You're not half as good as the guys number 14 and 15 on the bench.
Oh, come on.
You're not better than the guys in the G League. None of them.
And that's why I brought up Brian Scalabrine, because like that's somebody who sat on the bench for most of these years, and he has an NBA ring with the Celtics.
No.
And a lot of people said, I can cook.
Our producer's like, maybe, no, stop.
Absolutely
No.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is you can have an ego, and I'm glad you have an ego, but these people have egos, these athletes, because they know they're like that, and they actually are. You have an ego because you just spend too much time online.
I'll tell you what, these NBA fans, they do get out of pocket at times. But hey, man, I mean, but that's also what makes these, these sports go. The fanaticism, the fanatics driving our sports culture here in America. All right, guys, speaking of driving, about to drive this game right out. Here, the champion here, our king of the hill, Reezy, has a lead. Looks like he's going to win this game. He will win this game. He's up by 12 points. Third quarter brought to you by our good friends at Chubby's. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. Chubby Sports Bar and Grill, located at 812 Broadway in Bayonne, New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, fun atmosphere. We all need a place to play after work, right? So why not do it with the drink in your hand, folks? Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, they got the dry rub and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, seafood baskets as well. They're open every day except Monday, so Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., Ed and the good folks there. Shout out to all those good folks, man. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. All right, welcome back here inside of ISG Basketball here, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3, Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. As we come to you here on the platforms of NESN Nation, on Beam Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Got Nubyjas Wilborn up there, Andrew Richmond as well, and Reezy, our 2K King of the Hill, just got a win. He just won over the challenger Chandler, playing with the Knicks. Let's get back to the NBA topics as we talk the latest in the world of sports, and specifically the NBA and WNBA and gaming at the exact same time. Let's talk about this. This has nothing to do with the NBA, but a very interesting topic I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on. Sachia Vickery. She's a tennis player. I want to be careful here. Not the highest rated or ranked player. I've never heard of her, to be honest with you. I'm a sportscaster. Just found out about her this week. She did do the U.S. Open qualifiers, which are going on right now in New York. I think she got beat in those. But she made headlines because she does OnlyFans. And also this week, she talked about she charges dudes $1,000 for dates. Now, I want to be transparent. I want to be honest here. She also said she was trolling. Somebody came and approached her online on OnlyFans and asked her about what it would take to get on a date, and she said $1,000, but she was just playing around there. So with that being said, we'll start with you, Andrew Richmond. Do you have a problem with her being on OnlyFans and making money off of it? Well, also, I saw this last year on Instagram. She talked about owning 3 properties and pretty much telling girls buying Birkin bags, you shouldn't be doing that, and then complaining about not making a lot of money on the tennis tour. Which one is it? I'm a little confused. There's a lot going on. Your thoughts here, specifically the $1,000 deposit for dates.
Hey, man, there are people who are billionaires like Jeff Bezos who still apparently claim that they don't make enough money. So if she wants to buy Birkins and she says she doesn't make enough money, who am I to count her pockets? And also, who am I to say that she can't participate in OnlyFans stuff, right? She's obviously, like, I'm looking at her right now. I didn't know about her before, but she's gorgeous, right? And it's so she wants to also make sure that she's not only known on the court, but is also known out here online in different ways. Then go for it, right? Work that up, dude. As you know, he was talking about. Come on now, work that up, dude. Okay, if that's how you want to live your life, go ahead and go for it. And I love it when women are trolls too. How much, a lot of people who use OnlyFans are interesting people. So, like, I mean,
she says she's in the middle too of
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. She doesn't do naked content or pornography or anything like that. She does some tasteful stuff, bikinis, cute stuff, lingerie, stuff like that.
And if she did, again, who am I to like be upset about that, right? But sometimes you don't know who you're talking to on the internet. So if she's just like $1,000, something like as a joke, tongue in cheek, go for her, girly. Like, live your life. Do you, boo boo? Come on.
All right, the boss. I saw the eye roll up there. $1,000 for dates. Now, I want to be clear. This was in, I think, August of last year, so 2024. She was talking about telling young girls, look, I've got 3 properties. She showed a picture of keys. You shouldn't be buying Birkin bags. Own property. That's where I was like, okay, that's a little disconnect, but basically she was saying what I agree with, which is spend your money on things that are important. Buy properties. It's not about the bags and things of that nature. Take care of your long-term health, financial health, right? But then she complained about not making money on the tennis tour, and that's why she's doing OnlyFans. So which one is it was what I was saying, to make that clear. Nubyjas, your thoughts.
All right. So I looked her up because, again, I hadn't heard about her until this, which, okay, whatever, right? I think the highest she's been ranked is number 73. Currently, she's not in the top 550.
I was going to say 600 or 700.
650. Yeah, somewhere, I think.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
Right. I was trying to be nice before, because apparently more like 650. She's not even in that range. I think her net earnings have been $2.2 million, which she says,
which is good money.
Which sounds like a lot.
Over how many years?
Right, over how many years, and expenses and all that stuff. Because training for tennis is expensive.
Very.
Food is expensive.
Right.
To travel to these events, and I don't think she's got a lot of sponsors.
But she also talked about there's not enough money in tennis, and I'm like, last time I checked, doesn't a winner US Open get like $3 or $4 million?
Well, if you win.
Yeah, she ain't close to winning.
I'm just saying, like,
that's it.
And now she could increase her money by winning on a tennis court. She has decided to increase her money, I guess, by winning on OnlyFans. Now, as far as the $1,000 date deposit goes, hey man, look, there's a genre of people on social media who allegedly will charge you money to DM them. I don't know because I would not pay that kind of money or any kind of money to DM somebody. Like I gotta pay you to find out.
Just shoot your shot, man. Just slide in there, man.
Yeah,
No,
like
I'm saying,
come on
I
now.
gotta
Be a
pay.
human.
I gotta pay money to find out that I'm not gonna like you.
Slide in there, man.
And then, I mean, okay, but they be saying you gotta slide with the money, right? You gotta, you gotta.
For some of them, yep. There's levels.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, and some of these women have said that they have gotten the money. Now, have they gotten successful relationships? I don't know. All I know is it ain't me, it ain't for me. So good luck to everyone involved.
There
Right.
you go.
You know
You
what I'm
should trademark that,
So-
honestly.
I should because hey man, like and look, hey, the game is different. I think this young lady's in her early 30s. She probably came up with a lot of social media.
So she's not going to make money in tennis in her early 30s.
Well, I'm
She's
just saying, like,
much done.
you know, like
She's done.
The tennis career is done, but
Yeah. Now, I covered Venus the other night. She played at 45 and took a
Yeah,
young
but
girl,
also-
17 years, 17 years
but
younger than
also
her
we
for
talking
3
about-
sets.
we're talking about Venus Williams,
Exactly.
who made a whole lot of
Yeah,
money.
exactly.
And I mean,
Different.
I'll be like this,
And a whole lot of
that
wins.
The picture of
Yes.
her and the brown outfit, she's gonna have that a lot longer than her tennis career.
Right.
So, if she's able to make money off that for a little longer than she has on tennis, and she could do it now, as far as the date deposit thing goes, that's
Yeah.
a part of the game that I'm not in. She says she was trolling. Somehow, it's like I've heard women say, "Oh, well, I asked a dude for money, so he'll leave me alone." I always like, "Well, what happens if he sends you the money? You're
Right.
not gonna send it back."
Yeah, especially
real
on
quick.
OnlyFans too.
Right.
Right.
Especially
You're
on
gonna
OnlyFans.
take that money.
Don't play
Well,
that
but
game.
ju-
Don't play that game.
Hey,
with
and
that.
also, people take their money very seriously, especially considering what's going on with the economy.
Right.
Play,
Right.
play smart out here, man.
Sure. All right, let's move on. We got about 8 or 9 minutes left in the show. We got a couple more topics. Dawn Staley, guys, did you guys see this? She was on with Candace Parker and Aaliyah Boston on a podcast. She talked about the Knicks job, about actually been coaching in the NBA. Remember, she did interview 4 years ago with the Trailblazers. She did say if the Knicks would have offered her the job, she would have taken it. So that made a lot of headlines.
Yeah.
My thoughts here, Bordy, was she talked about she was too transparent with the Knicks. And I
Yeah.
was scared them because she talked about, look, I'm going to be a woman. You guys have never had a woman before. How's this going to be with the media and things like that? I think it scared them off.
Yeah, and you know what? It's James Dolan and all that ownership group, so they don't really have the chutzpah that you really want to back you if you're somebody like Dawn Staley, right? They got weak in the knees; they couldn't stand up. Dawn Staley, even if she didn't work out, which I have a feeling, and we've seen her have a lot more success. Mind you, it is in younger people, right? I don't think she's close to the professional level, if I'm not. I believe I'm correct at that, except for like Team USA and different things like that. I've seen her have more success than Mike Brown, so I would have been very intrigued to see what would it be like if Dawn Staley actually ended up being the Knicks head coach. But they got too weak. They decided, oh, we don't want to actually try to go through a little bit of arduous situations that may or may not show up. And knowing New Yorker probably would have popped up if they decided to pull taking a woman as the first head coach. If you're the first in anything, there is going to be an arduous path.
Well, that's why she said
disappointed
she
that
took
the
the. That's why she would have taken it, because she would have done it to advance
Yeah.
women's rights, basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I can't believe that the Knicks organization didn't think this through. I think this is a typical outside-in situation where if you're part of an outside group, you're not understanding all the things that come with bringing in or introducing a new in-group, especially in this political climate in which we are, in which it feels like a lot of archaic things are rising up. So I would have wished that if the Knicks actually thought that they had a chance at Dawn Staley and she would have taken it seriously, which she did, that they would think through all the things that would come with it. But I guess she talked a little bit too much, and then they realized, oh, we're really not about that. But man, it would have been fun if they were, because
Would have been different. Would have been different.
Knicks, and I feel like we probably could have had more success. We've seen Mike Brown. We haven't seen Dawn Staley, but you know, maybe this might change a little bit later. Philly ownership group potentially. I don't know.
Nabas?
Disappointed as a Knicks fan.
Get in here, Nabas.
Why does Mike Brown got to catch it straight? Come on, man.
Come on,
Like,
yeah, he
nah,
probably
we ain't
doesn't
got-
deserve that.
nah,
but come
we ain't
on,
got-
it's Dawn Staley,
nah,
bro.
He's been to an
I
NBA
get-
final. He's an NBA Finals coach.
And here's the thing, I get it, but we also let's not do the brother like that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that to Mike Brown, who is an accomplished NBA coach, who does have a track record. I think he's had a better career as an assistant coach than a head coach.
Sure.
But he's coached in the NBA. He knows how it goes.
He's led a team to the finals.
Yeah,
so-
and
He's
all
also
that.
been in the system too, and he's
Right.
also had some failures and some successes
Yeah,
too. I do want to say he's had
losses,
successes.
Yeah. I just don't want to do Mike Brown too bad. But
I feel that.
But that being said,
Mhm.
this would have been intriguing. I don't think the Knicks really took this seriously.
No.
And I don't think the Knicks thought that she was going to be as prepared. And this is something that I've experienced in journalism, where sometimes you get an interview strictly because you fit certain metrics, but then when they talk to you, they're like, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, so you're really serious about this? Yes. I would not be wasting my time going through this process with you if I weren't serious. I didn't know that you weren't serious. So that part I am very empathetic with her on kind of getting a car wash that's not really real. Do I think it would have worked? Who knows, man? I mean, I would like to think as a society we're ready. I would like to think it's a society people can learn from anybody. I think men can learn from women can learn from men, vice versa.
And we see what Becky Hammond can do. I mean, she's done a great job.
So, I think it would be possible.
Good luck to Don Staley. I do want to see her get a shot. I see why the Knicks may have gone another way, but in a small way, how she kind of talked him out of it, I thought that was very interesting. And she really picked up on that. She said the energy sort of changed once she started talking about that, which is a little disappointing. All right, Rajon Rondo, speaking of things that was disappointing that he's not playing basketball still, because the guy's a freaking savant. Smartest guy I've ever covered in the NBA. Dude is just smart as hell. Knew everything about what the opponent was doing. That's why those Celtics teams were good, and that's why he's been pretty good in the NBA. But he's the number one flag QB in the country? Really? And he started sending his videos like, okay, he's dropping dimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised he's good at another sport in this way, especially when he ain't got to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Because, it changes when you get hit. But
and that's the reason a lot of NBA players decide, you know what, let's stick to basketball instead of football.
Right. Now, I will say this, though.
Real quick, for 30 seconds, we got to go. Go ahead.
We have seen more basketball players switch over to football than we've seen football players switch over to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's, think about Antonio Gates, you look at all these, Tony Gonzalez, show me an example.
Jimmy Graham,
Right. Show me an example on the other side for a star football player who never played basketball.
Played with the Panthers, defensive lineman played with the Panthers. Julius Peppers, yes, North Carolina, yep.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't see it go the other way.
Right.
Good point. Even with Julius Peppers, he was a good basketball player, great football player. Show me one.
That's what I meant to say.
Right. Show me one example of a great basketball player going, a great football player.
No, not really. I mean,
Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Charlie Ward.
Yeah, but see, they were high school. I'm talking about
they played at least major college sports.
Antonio Gates did not play any college football at all.
Right.
NFL Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it's a good point. You got me. You know what? I have to think about that. You got me right there. Let's keep it moving.
Charlie was high school. Anyway.
I get what you're saying. At least major college level. So yeah. Hey, that fourth quarter, guys, brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Check them out. They're in Jersey City, a craft brewery there in JC. Handcrafted beers, the best atmosphere that you find. They got some 20 different varieties of beers there and ales. Curated good times made in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room, host a variety of events. Got the rooftop as well. We'll be there next week. So we'll see you then. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. All right, welcome back here to ISG Basketball, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. That's where we are, ISG Basketball. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, here on the platforms of NESN Nation. I'm being Sports Channel Players TV and In the Black Network. We talked the latest in the world, the NBA, and also had an NBA 2K game going on. They play for cash and prizes, and our King of the Hill still there. Just one loss in the last 4 or 5 months. There he is, Reezy, our guy, Leon Fitzgerald. Fitzy, Reezy, how'd you pull it out, man? Early, kind of tight. You got a big lead and sort of just ducktailed your way on to another win, man.
Defense. Celtics play defense. You know this. Defense and run the break.
It also helped that you hit some shots as well. Get a quick couple of thoughts here. Jaylen Brown and his dad, your thoughts there, man. I hate that his name is not sullied, but sort of attached to this. Your thoughts are on that?
Yeah, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough having your name because the people will judge you. Cause oh, you got that name. Your dad did this, so I'm gonna say you did it. It's weird. It's bad that his name tagged with it though.
Is it weird that Sachia Vickery was allegedly charging guys $1,000 for a date?
I mean, I know we laughing at it, but some women don't be trolling about that.
Oh no, they be serious.
They be serious.
Like some people really be real. Like, oh no, you gonna spend this? Like even just, I know this off the point. Like people be like, oh yeah, $30 for lunch ain't enough. Where? Somewhere.
Cheese can't go to
Make it
Cheesecake
enough.
Factory. Yeah, can't go to Applebee's, all that good stuff.
But men are willing
Good
to
point
pay
there.
Hey, make
Lastly,
it enough.
lastly, Dwyane Wade talking about NBA fans need to chill out. They can't play in the NBA. Your thoughts?
Yeah,
there?
people don't know. I mean, me playing, I've played against like NBA people and college people. It's different, bro. Like the 14, 15 man can give you like 60 in the open.
Can give you
gym.
work.
60 in the open, like they would look like they the star players. Like it's different.
All right,
It's different.
and you're different, my friend. Current king of the heel, NBA 2K, man. We'll see you next week, guys. All right, before we get out of here, if you want to be like Reezy and make some money and also have some good fun and do it right here on NESN Nation, on Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network, check us out. Do it online, ages 13 and up, all online, and with cash and prizes, weekly King of the Hill format. TheISGShow.com/NBA2K. TheISGShow.com/NBA 2K. Also, merch. We got it. Plenty for you, man. Got the official merchandise, man. All the ISG shirts you want. Got about 20 different colors, different varieties there. Free shipping on orders over $75. TheISGShow.com/shop. TheISGShow.com/shop. Get you an ISG t-shirt there. All right, this postgame show brought to my good friends right here. Our title sponsor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They invented deep dish pizza in 1943. And got their, sort of drew their identity and their inspiration from the origins there in Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. Serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. Everything. But folks, it's not just pizza here. Craft beer, cocktails, great cocktails, by the way, and vegetarian dishes as well for your health nuts out there. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, been another great show, man. Shout out to Reezy, our king of the hill. We'll see him next week. Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. We'll see her as well. There's my guy, Nubyjas Wilborn. It's the Confluence, folks. It's the Confluence. He's located in Pittsburgh, PA, writer for SI and Sports Illustrated. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Basketball here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We'll see you, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next week for ISG football, ISG college football, and ISG basketball on NESN Nation, on Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great weekend.